Monday Night Raw continues to be boring and bland as per usual. Raw has been on a massive decline. Raw on Netflix has been a massive failure. And this show was no different. There were a couple of okay things on the show that occurred, but the vast majority of this show was boring. It is over for LA Knight. I'll say that again. It is over for LA Knight. I've been a massive LA Knight fan for years. It's over. It is over and done for LA Knight. At this point, LA Knight should be asking for his release, so he can at least go back to TNA, because Triple H does not give a damn about LA Knight. And him being destroyed and getting destroyed by the Vision proves it. So it's over for LA Knight. Let's go ahead and get into Monday Night Raw from December the 8th, 2025. So we kicked the show off with Gunther. He tells the crowd to not get their hopes up because Cena's not here. Gunther says his time is now. Gunther said it dawned on him by submitting LA Knight. Gunther's earned one of the biggest honors in his careers in 5 days. He'll be the last opponent in the last match in the career of John Cena. He said 17 world championships, all the time on the road, hustle, loyalty, and respect. Gunther has to admit that John Cena is the greatest sports entertainer of all time. This Saturday, Cena will lose to the best professional wrestler of all time. Then Gunther continues to put over John Cena. Gunther says he'll do something that no one has ever managed to do before. Gunther will break John Cena's spirit, bully him, drop him on his head, wrap his arm around his neck, and squeeze everything that he has until the last bit of hustle, loyalty, and respect has left John Cena's body. He will squeeze until there's only one way out. John Cena will do the one thing that he said he would never do, and that is tap out. Gunther will force John Cena to tap out, and that was it. This was okay, but again, I don't care. I am over Gunther. I've been over Gunther for quite some time. Again, he is a good professional wrestler. He's great. But outside of that, he's boring. Like, what's his character? He has none. We get the whole ring general gimmick. We get it. We understand that. But Imperium is no more. Kaiser is doing Kaiser things. I guess he's going to come back as a Grande Americano. And then Giovanni Vinci got released earlier this year. So Imperium is no more, and Gunther is by himself. So, I don't know, man, but Gunther being able to retire both John Cena and Goldberg, to me, is utter bullshit. I don't like that. I can see Goldberg, but not John Cena. Not John Cena. Like, come on. I don't know, man. But again, when you don't have anything prepared, like Triple H should have had stuff prepared for John Cena, going back to last year when he mentioned he would be retiring. So, I don't know. We can't cry over spilt milk. It's already been spilled, so it is what it is. Moving on. So, Bayley is backstage along with Lyra Valkyria. Lyra will take on Roxanne Perez. So, there is that. This leads us into the first match of the night. Io Sky defeats Kairi Sane. Match was actually pretty good, So, Io Sky gets the win via over the moonsault. It is what it is. I don't really care about this. Clearly, this is setting up for a Fatal 5-Way tag team match, either at Saturday night's main event or maybe the first Raw the first Raw of the new year. So maybe that one. I don't know. I don't really give a damn. I don't. Moving on from that. So the Vision, they're backstage. So, Logan Paul, he's furious. So he asked if they saw Rey Mysterio slap him in the face last week. He said something has to be done. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed said that they'll take care of it. Logan Paul asked to talk to Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman says that the Rey Mysterio situation is going to get handled tonight. Paul Heyman says for the first time in Paul's life, he has backup. Logan Paul appreciates the backup, but he wants Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed to know that if they get in trouble, he's got their back as well. Paul Heyman says he loves that idea before handing Logan Paul a pair of brass knuckles just in case. And then they both chuckle. And Paul Heyman turns to both Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed and says that he likes Logan Paul. Okay, that's fine there. Moving on, we get a War Raiders vignette saying that they're stronger than ever and they'll be champions again. Who gives a damn? Can we please just release the War Raiders and send them to, like, maybe, I don't know, AEW or MLW or TNA or whatever? I am over the War Raiders. Moving on, this leads us into Rey Mysterio. He comes out and he's attacked by Logan Paul while he's making his entrance. And then Logan Paul's about to put on the brass knuckles. Rey Mysterio fights back. Then the Masked Man who showed up at Survivor Series, he hit a super kick and he stomped out Rey Mysterio. Then LA Knight came out and he's pissed. He's pissed off. LA Knight says that if that's Seth Rollins in a hoodie, he'll have an aneurysm and stomp his head into the mat. As for Logan Paul, he didn't know the division could suck more, and that he joined them. LA Knight says things haven't been going his way, but he can't watch Logan Paul treat a legend like that. Logan Paul will not pay tonight. Will not pay later, but tonight. So that's fine. The mystery guy is going to be Austin Theory. It's that simple. I was thinking it was going to be Buddy Matthews, a.k.a. Buddy Murphy, but he's still with AEW. But it's definitely Austin Theory. And like the Grande Americano gimmick that they were doing, it could just be multiple different guys to do it up until the 5th of January. Clearly, that's where they're going. We're going to get the reveal there, and it's that simple. CM Punk is going to lose January 5th. It's that damn simple. So we only have to wait for another 3 weeks, and then all will be revealed. It's not important anyway. I know people online are losing their shit. Oh, who is it? Who is it? Guys, it's going to be Austin Theory. It's common sense. Moving on from that, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, they defeat Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders. So they retain the Tag Team Championships, and then the Usos, they come out. But before they come out, the New Day, they show up along with Grayson Waller. So the Usos, they show up. They get a good reaction. Jimmy says they got a big announcement that they're back in the tag team division, and said that they've been getting hit hard, taking L after L, War Games and WrestlePalooza. So Jay's lost a ton. So Jay isn't happy with Jimmy running over a list of his failures. Jimmy asked him what they're doing. Jay says they're going to get back to us. They're going to block out the noise, body all of them, and put the tag team division on notice. Because the best damn tag team is now in your city. They need gold. Okay, that's fine there. So it is what it is. The New Day, they come out and everything, and then they have a face-off with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. I don't care about this. Glad that the Usos are back together. It makes sense. Jay was a failure as a singles guy. Just, no. Maybe Jay Uso would have been cool, but not silly yeet. No. Silly ass yeet Jey Uso, no, that shit doesn't fly, and it's not going to work. So I'm glad they're back together, but does it matter? No, it doesn't. Moving on from that, this leads us into Stephanie Vacker. She shows up. She puts herself over. She's saying that she's done a lot. She says, who's next? She wants to face everybody. So Nikki Bella shows up, and I'm just like, what the world? So Nikki Bella, she runs down her accomplishments and all that jazz. But thankfully, Raquel Rodriguez shows up, and she attacked Nikki Bella and beat her up. And basically, she gets in the ring, she speaks in Spanish, and then she tells Stephanie Vacker to name the place and time so she can take Vacker's title, which will probably happen at, I would say maybe on the Raw, the first Raw of the year on Netflix. That one, January 5th. So that's fine there. I'm down with that. That makes perfect sense. Clearly, Stephanie Vacker is going to retain. And this is great. So we're seeing cracks in the Judgment Day. Not that it matters, but this is good. And I'm glad we're going that way. So, whatever. Moving on. So we get some Judgment Day nonsense. Who cares? Raquel Rodriguez, she's going after the women's world title. Her and Liv have some words and stuff and all that. They're on the same page, and so it's going to basically be Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez going after the tag titles and stuff. I don't care about this garbage. Who gives a shit? Moving on, Roxanne Perez defeats Lyra Valkyria. Who gives a damn? Moving on from that, this leads us into a Maxine Dupree training video, which was great. So Natty basically taps out to a ankle lock by Dupree. So that's good. I really wish we would have gotten these video packages and vignettes before she won the title. That would have made much more sense, but Triple H is a dumbass at times, and he doesn't really think week to week. He just does stuff just to do it. He has nothing concrete planned out or nothing set in stone. It's just, I'm just going to put together random matches. So whatever. All right, moving on from that. We get another video package of John Cena. He says that the piece of audience criticism that stuck with him was "you can't wrestle." Cena admits that he was doing 5 moves and challenged himself to do more. So the interview that John Cena has is going to be up on WWE's YouTube channel, and that's great. So I will definitely watch that sometime this week. I'm not going to do a review on it, but I would definitely watch it, and hopefully you all do it as well. It's worth it. It definitely is, especially with come Saturday. It's it. There's no more John Cena. It's done. His career is over. He's officially done, and I do think that as we go into Royal Rumble next year, John Cena will basically be forgotten. I hate to say that, but he's just telling the truth. He really is. Because once WrestleMania season gets going and something actually does happen that's good and stuff, people won't be talking about John Cena as much. But John Cena is great. John Cena is excellent. There will never be another John Cena ever again in the business. Moving on, main event of the evening. LA Knight is defeated by Logan Paul. The Mystery Man strikes again 2 times in one night. And then Braun Breaker shows up, spears LA Knight. Paul Heyman gets on the mic and puts over how they're going to destroy CM Punk at on January 5th, the anniversary of Netflix. So Braun Breaker says that he wants the real CM Punk. He wants to face the old CM Punk. He's not buying this new version of CM Punk. He says that CM Punk looks like the biggest crackhead he's ever seen, which was hilarious. He said he wants to face the old CM Punk, the guy from 2011, 2013, the guy who beat The Rock, the guy who went on a 434-day run with the title. So Braun Breaker gets on his knees and begs CM Punk to give him the old CM Punk. Breaker wants to beat the greatest superstar to ever lace up a pair of boots, and if he doesn't get that CM Punk, he'll destroy him. He'll put him in the hospital. He'll take his title, and he'll take his wife as well. That was great. I love that. I popped on that shit. That was hilarious right there. I love that shit. That was fucking hilarious. That was some good shit right there. So Braun Breaker kept on saying it's going to be Spear 1, 2, 3, Spear 1, 2, 3. Then we go backstage, and LA Knight is destroyed some more. They're fighting on some production crates and stuff, and then they go out into the parking lot, and Bronson Reed does a tsunami splash on LA Knight on top of a car, and LA Knight has basically been written off of television, so we won't see LA Knight for a good while. Again, it's over for LA Knight. It's over for him. He's done. He's finitoed. He is filleted. He's cooked. And it sucks. It really does suck, but it is what it is. Raw was boring. I did like the Vision stuff. That was cool. I like the Maxine Dupree vignette. That was pretty cool there. Everything else on the show was just nonsense. Just filler. Just, it is what it is, but whatever. And then Gunther's promo was okay as well, but who cares about Gunther? But what did you guys think of Monday Night Raw? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.